Hello, and welcome to Rhythmic Rebellion. One of the features of our software that we are very proud of is our permissions feature. We realized that successful artists don't have time to build websites, create digital albums, or do all the other things that are required to be successful in the digital world. Even up-and-coming artists often have a manager to help. The music business is complicated. You must deal with things like defining copyright ownership between multiple songwriters and being able to include a publisher. Building the perfect artist website and managing all the audio file types and music release options can be overwhelming. We give artists more options to connect with fans than any other music software, but with this power comes added complication. Our solution was to create a master account and permissions for each user. The master account can then create sub-accounts like artist, songwriter, publisher, label, and so on. We use the word controller to describe the master account, which has the ability to grant or remove permissions. We use the word owner to describe the user who actually owns the sub-account. Master accounts have no value, but are used to manage and control the sub-accounts, which are where the ownership and value resides. Let's consider how this works for our music label named ML. ML has 9 artists on their roster, and they're about to add one more. When ML joined Rhythmic Rebellion, they had these 9 artists already signed. ML has a person who is head of artist account management named June. June creates her master account. This account is June's and will stay with her for the rest of her life. June clicks the Create Account button and selects Artist. The first artist she will create an account for is a solo act that goes by Mary. June clicks the button that says June is not the owner of this account, and June is presented with a field to type Mary's master account name or email. If Mary has not yet created a master account, then June is allowed to send Mary an invite through email. June can begin work on Mary's artist account even though Mary has not yet accepted the ownership invite. Because June created Mary's artist account, June is the controller of Mary's account. This means June has permission to do anything within Mary's account, which includes uploading files, creating the website, creating albums, and so on. Mary accepts the ownership invite and can enter her new artist account, but Mary can't add or change anything unless June grants Mary the permission to do so. June could grant Mary the same permissions she has, but for safety reasons, ML has a policy of not granting full permissions to their artists. So June goes into the permissions section of her master account and grants Mary permission to access reports and post artist updates to social media as ML policy allows. June creates the other 8 artist accounts, and an ownership invite is sent to each of them. A few are incorporated businesses, and the invite is sent to the band leader's master account or email. If the band leader leaves the band, he would transfer ownership to another band member's master account. Ownership is the one permission that June has no control over once it is accepted by the owner. Only the owner can transfer that permission. June is a busy lady. She wants to retain control over these artist accounts, but she has assistants that are really good at building websites and taking care of the details regarding creating digital albums and other such things. June has 3 of her assistants create master accounts. She then grants these master accounts all permissions so that her assistants can do everything that needs to be done on these artist accounts. The one thing the assistants cannot do is grant permissions. Only June, as the controller, can grant or remove permissions. If one of these assistants leaves ML, then June will remove the permission that she granted to that assistant's master account. The master account belongs to the assistant forever, and she will use that same master account at her next job. June just signed artist number 10. The band leader's name is John, and he already has a master account and has created a songwriter sub-account for himself and an artist sub-account for his band. John is the controller of these accounts and has the ownership permission on both accounts. As per the ML policy, John goes into his master account and transfers the controller permission to June. June then grants permission to her assistants to access the band's artist sub-account, and they work their magic. John is glad for them to handle this so he can focus on making music. If you are a singer-songwriter and just getting started in the music business, then our system is easy for you. When you create a master account and sub-accounts, you are instantly the owner and controller of everything. But if you are a music label, music publisher, or band manager, you will find that you love having the power of permissions.